Like most kids, I love candy. I figured you did too. So my amazing team at Zolli Candy left a delicious lollipop on each of your chairs. Rip that wrapper off and enjoy the after-you-eat treat for a healthy smile. You're about to learn why I eat candy to avoid cavities. Back in the day when I was 7 years old and on a trip to the bank with my dad, I was looking forward to the only reason a kid ever agrees to go to the bank with their parents, a sucker. We stepped up to the teller, and right on cue, the teller graciously asked me, "Would you like a sucker?" Now, in my sweetest, most angelic voice, I asked my dad, "Dad, I know it's sugar, but can I please have one?" Now, my dad is a pretty smart guy, so he thought for a moment before saying something very tricky to me, to make me think he was giving me a choice when he was really telling me what to do. He said, "It's up to you, but those things are very bad for you. You'll get cavities." Bad, I thought. How could something that tastes so good and that they have here specifically to treat kids and make them happy be bad for me? So I left the bank empty-handed, but with a lot more questions. How could candy be bad for me? What does it do to my teeth? If it's bad, then why are they giving it to kids? Now, even at 13, I know that there are some moments in life that at first seem ordinary, but have a lasting impact and can change things forever. This was one of those moments for me. After talking to my dad about what makes candy bad for me and what it does to my teeth, I decided right then and there that I was going to be the one to make it happen. I was going to make a healthy candy. Now, let me point out that this is usually the part of the good idea where most people start listening to those voices. You know, the ones that tell you that you can't do anything, you're just one person, you don't know anything about making candy. But I wasn't going to let anything stop me, including fear. Now, let me also point out that this is not my first great idea. I've been coming up with inventions since I was 3 years old, but I wasn't letting go of this healthy candy idea. I must have asked my dad 100 times before he finally told me, "If you want to make something happen, write it down." So I wrote down a plan in my idea binder, then the real work began. I started off talking to my dentist and my dental hygienist about what made candy bad for me, and obviously what ingredients I could put in a sucker. Obviously, it was anti-sugar. Then I made a shocking discovery. Tooth decay is the single greatest epidemic facing kids in America today. How could that be? Tooth decay is a preventable disease, people, and toothpaste has been around for like 60 years, nearly 3 generations. So why is tooth decay such a growing epidemic in our country? Well, I found that it's not just candy behind this epidemic. Our entire food supply has changed. There's too much acid and sugar in our diets. So there it was. The answer was right in front of me. Reduce the acid, reduce the sugar, reduce cavities. Voila. Now that I knew about the problem, I wanted to learn about a solution. I was determined to learn how to make candy. So, like any kid my age, I turned to YouTube. I watched videos on how to make candy, and I bought ingredients, substituting the unhealthy ones for healthy ones. And then I made candy at home in our kitchen. I'm sorry, Mom. And then I asked my friends to try my candy, and they did not sugarcoat anything. They were awful. My suckers, well, they sucked. But hey, that didn't stop me. Who gets it right the first time? Nobody does. Ford? Nope. Edison? Nope. The Wright brothers? Double nope. So just like them, I kept going, and I kept asking questions. I talked to food scientists, and I toured plants, which, by the way, is another name for a manufacturing facility, and for the record, doesn't have any real plants in it. But anyways, I learned a lot about the candy-making process, and finally figured out how to make a healthy, yummy candy that everyone, including my friends and I, could enjoy. You see, I'm allergic to artificial dye, my friend Lauren's allergic to nuts, and my mom avoids gluten. It took a lot of hard work and some help from some really smart people, but I am proud to stand before you today as the CEO-creator of Zollipops, the clean teeth pops. My all-natural lollipops are free of the top 7 allergens, plus they actually reduce cavities, and they taste amazing. And we currently sell in Kroger, Walmart, and on Amazon. But it was not easy getting on those shelves. But hey, if I can do it, you can too. When I was 9 years old, my dad asked me what was my goal for the next year. I told him I wanted to be on TV to share my product and my story with the world. Not long after, I was on Good Morning America with Damon John from Shark Tank. Then, Michelle Obama invited me to the annual White House Easter egg roll to share Zollipops. And Steve Harvey invited me to share our story and our mission, and he loved the pineapple-flavored Zollies. And this month, I was the youngest person ever to be featured on the cover of Entrepreneur magazine. My publicist, Clint, got me these amazing media opportunities, and this brings me to my next point, building a team. Because it's not enough just to have a great idea. I was able to communicate my idea to others and to show people my vision of creating a healthy candy. And being a Michigan native, I couldn't think of a better place to grow my company. Detroit is innovation. Detroit is entrepreneurship. Detroit is opportunity, and Detroit is us. We are the makers here with our own ideas, and we define the future of this city. We do. You and I. Business has taught me to plan. Not one step, but 10 steps ahead. Our office is decked out for Easter right now because that's what our customers are planning for. So if you want your product on shelves a year from now, you better have it ready today. Some of the best ideas come from listening to your team and your customers. My little sister Lola, for instance, came up with the name for Zollipops. Thank you, Lola. And, I mean, I've made something that really shouldn't make sense, that parents can give to their kids, grandparents can give to their grandkids, teachers and doctors can give out, and kids love them. I mean, really, I've made something that can make you smile and it tastes good. I believe that all candy should make you smile, but especially Zollipops because they actually brighten your smile and they make you smile. And to fight against America's tooth decay epidemic, I created the 1 Million Smiles Initiative, where we give free Zollipops to kids across America through schools. And I mean, I'm just so proud to be here sharing my story of innovation and my product that really should just make you smile. So the next time you have an idea, remember your moment, and here are your takeaways for the next time you have an idea. Remember that your idea is possible and that you can do anything. Thank you.